So my name's Helen Therese Good and I'm a holder of a George Alexander Scholarship. I am a student here at QUT where I'm halfway through a master's degree in business, majoring in philanthropy and non-profit studies.
My name's Leanne Butterworth and last year I studied at the Australian Centre for Philanthropy and Non-Profit Studies and got a graduate certificate. I'm currently working on my social enterprise, which is called Lose Your Mind, which uses virtual reality to enhance the empathy of people with mental illness and reduce the stigma.
My name's Marsha Strello. I currently work in banking and have done for a long time. In my spare time, I do a lot of volunteer work and charity work and have held board positions, and that's led me to understand that I would love to work in a not-for-profit space in the future. That's why I've started doing the study here at ACPNS.
Hi there, my name's David Sloan. I work for an organisation called Canteen. I am also a Masters of Business student at QUT, primarily studying through the Australian Centre for Philanthropy and Non-Profit Studies.
I really believe that aged care in Australia is something that we can really improve upon. And so I have plans to take some of the pharmacology out of looking after people who have dementia, to be able to bring quality of life to them in terms of music, dancing and gardening, beautiful food, bringing preschoolers into their lives on a daily basis. And all of these things need some great management skills. So that's why I'm here studying, to be able to bring that vision into reality in the future.
So in the future, my plans are to transition from banking across to the not-for-profit space. This study will allow me to formalise volunteer work I've been doing over the last 10 years and hopefully make me a suitable candidate for a not-for-profit employer. I would really love to take my business development and partnership skills from banking and transition them across to the not-for-profit space.
Ideally, what I'd like to do is build Lose Your Mind and really create impact in our community to reduce the stigma of mental illness, and everything I learnt last year has come in handy so far. So I want to build it, I want to scale it, I want to diversify. I'm looking at artificial intelligence apps at the moment to help improve empathy, and yeah, I'm being flown to Iowa in May to go and help reduce the stigma of mental illness in their community. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's all for a worthwhile purpose, so it keeps getting me up in the morning.
I've worked in the sector for about 20 years at this stage, and really being a recipient of the George Alexander Foundation Scholarship has enabled me to cover the course fees to study an area I'm very, very passionate about and will continue to have a long career in.
The scholarship has enabled me to start the study much earlier than I would have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to afford to complete the subjects I have today without the support of the scholarship. Hopefully that will let me transition my career sooner rather than later.
So when I went back to uni, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I had two children who were 5 and 7 at the time, and the money from the scholarship helped me to really create that balance. So it helped me to get after school care for them and vacation care for them. But what it also did was help me to do extracurricular courses. So I did writing courses, pitching courses. I did an introduction to fundraising course because I knew that the better I did at this course, the more doors would open up and the more my children would see me succeed.
Thank you very much to the George Alexander Foundation, because having a scholarship means something very important to me as a middle-aged student. It means that somebody else believes in you and somebody else believes in your vision of the future.
It's a gift to me to sort of have belief in my experiences thus far in the sector, and also a belief from those that were on the panel to really sort of encourage me to continue in this line of work as well. And yeah, I'm very excited about being a recipient, and I hope to be an exemplar or an ambassador of the scholarship as well as the centre.
I would sincerely like to thank the Foundation for the support you have provided for my studies here at ACPNS. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to begin the studies last year and would be taking me longer to head towards my career goal of working in the not-for-profit space. And I am now also in a position to be able to implement the skills I'm learning in the volunteer positions I hold.
Having the knowledge that I have this scholarship means that somebody thinks that I can do it and I can make it through. So that's a really tremendous support. And so I'm very grateful for that. So thank you to the George Alexander Foundation.
Thank you so much to the George Alexander Foundation for giving me this huge opportunity. It really meant a lot to myself, my family, and my career going forward, as well as the impact it has in our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you.